Well, Tops Markets is one of the biggest brands grown right here in Western New York. And tonight it is heading into bankruptcy. Good evening, everyone. I'm Scott Levin.
And I'm Mary Alice Demler. It's something that affects a whole lot of Western New York shoppers and workers. So we've spent today trying to get answers for you.
And the reach goes beyond our local area. While most Tops stores are right here in Erie County, there are an awful lot more across the state, all the way into Pennsylvania, even into Vermont.
Our Heather Lee starts our team coverage live at the Niagara Street Tops. Heather?
Scott and Mary Alice, good evening. We talked with a local bankruptcy attorney and also a national grocery store expert, and both tell me that they really don't expect customers to notice any big changes when it comes to Tops filing for Chapter 11. They say it really should, believe it or not, be business as usual for customers and also for most of the vendors. And the supermarket expert tells me that's going to be especially over the next 3 or 4 months when Tops is really going to have a focus on keeping everything as normal as possible. One thing that they're going to try to do, he says, is avoid price wars with other stores. Now, down the road, it is possible that stores that are less profitable may close, but it's really too early to tell whether or not that may be the case. Chapter 11 is essentially Tops trying to right the ship, but can they? Supermarket guru Phil Lempert says yes, but they have to look beyond just tackling debt.
Well, I think that they can do it, but I think that it's probably going to mean looking at some store locations that aren't that profitable, redoing some stores, remodeling them, putting in full-service restaurants, which is a trend called grocerants that we've seen around the country. They've got to change their strategy a bit to really step up and meet the needs, especially of millennials and Generation Z who are food obsessed.
Lempert says that this whole bankruptcy process could play out over 1, even as many as the next 5 years. He says one of the things that Tops might be doing during this whole process is really reaching out to companies and vendors that it works with, perhaps to ask for better pricing or more promotions. That would actually help Tops. He says some of the smaller brands that are undercapitalized themselves, they may decide to stop doing business with Tops because they think it's perhaps too risky. So maybe some of those smaller brands might eventually be missing from store shelves. But again, he thinks that most of the brands, for them and their relationship with Tops, it will be business as usual. I will have much more on how this affects customers, vendors, and also employees. That's coming up new tonight at 6 o'clock. But for now, reporting live outside of the Tops on Niagara Street in Buffalo, Heather Lee, Channel 2 News.
All righty, Heather, thank you.